We live. Hi, Nasim. No chairs. Awesome. We good? Good afternoon or evening for you East Coasters. And we're live. I have a special guest today. Digitally, of course. She's not here because we're adhering to those all-important quarantine rules, social distancing, etc.
FYI, Hunter, the camera, because Hunter is talking to his YouTube channel. This doesn't provide workouts for people or members of the gym or new people. You guys can go there every students for this quarantine window while his gym is closed. So that's just letting people know that.
We are happy to provide. We've already placed 3 workouts up. You may know Josh, he's a guest star at a few of those. Today, it's about the core, it's about the abs by special request of Shenae. Really all we need is some comfortable floor space, which I have a mat because my floor is really hard. If you have a hardwood floor or something like that, tile at home, I definitely recommend to put something down. That could be a towel doubled up. If you have a yoga mat, that's perfect. Even a couple cushions or a hoodie, some sweats on the floor. And then you're gonna need the most stylish pants possible. I see Shenae has followed suit here. You may notice I have some style as well. Let us know in the comments which pants you prefer. I think I'm winning right now. I don't know about you, Shenae. Well, I'm flattered. Wow, incredible. We got some people on YouTube. Jeff, what's up? Hey, he likes my pants too. But we'll see. We'll see what your fans say. Anyway, like I said, comfortable floor space, and then you need one thing that can stand up on the floor, and that's not going to be until the end. So I would recommend perhaps getting a water bottle. Shenae's got a canteen right there, a reusable thing. If you're a little more recycle conscious than I am here with this plastic BS. So grab something like that, get your floor space, and then we'll give you about 30 seconds to gather those things if you need.
Gosh, I'm so scared.
Don't be, you're hardcore. Or that's the rumor.
I know, I think Josh like tries to amp a little bit.
But isn't that his job?
Yeah.
Come on. He's great at it. So we had a special request by Shenae to not only start light, but specifically address some deeper ab strength. So Shenae is a new mom. You all know Bowie. Maybe she's in the house. She'll run by perhaps. But I don't know from personal experience. However, some of my practice has allowed me to interact with people who do know from personal experience, like Shenae. When you're a new mom, you are for sure going to experience some stretching to the degree of injury of the muscles of your core for obvious reasons. And try not to think of it as a black or white situation. It's a gradient. So whether or not you've been diagnosed with rectus diaphysis, you have experienced some lengthening or distension of the muscles around the core. So we're going to start super light for those of you who are very recent. If you feel any discomfort at all, I want you to go back in the progression. Everything we're going to do today is level. So we're going to start with the lightest, gentlest level. If that's a challenge for you based on where you're at in your progress, you're going to stay at that level. Every set we go along, I'm going to increase the difficulty, and then we're going to all culminate with like a pinnacle move at the end that's super difficult. That's what we're going to use this for, and we'll have a little bit of fun getting crazy with the advanced thing. So we're going to meet you wherever you're at. Maybe that's the first level. Totally fine. Find the challenge within yourself, do your thing, keep it calm. Maybe you're ready for level 2. We're going to go all the way up to 5 different options in these moves. So whenever we return, I'll keep cueing you to do the one that works for you, that is challenging for you today. Also, maybe you go up the levels and you get exhausted quickly. So then you go back down the levels for the subsequent sets. Totally up to you all. Feel free to hit us in the comments with which ones you prefer, which ones you like, and we can expand upon those in the future. And then I'll also be, I'm linked into Shenae's audio, so if she wants to ask any questions about the moves while we're progressing, totally fine, we can do all that, all good stuff. Yes, yes. How you feeling today? Don't be scared. So I'm going to get on the mat first, or close to the mat. Let me scoot back here. And we'll start super, super simple, without even moving. I just want you to sit in a spot where you're comfortable. I've got the cross-legged. I see Shenae's got a cross-legged as well. You can do butterfly. You can have your legs out. Whatever works for you. And I want you to close your eyes and sit up real tall. Get nice posture. Before we do anything, I want you to mentally catalog every section of your body from the top of your skull down. And I'll kind of guide you through it so we can do it together. I don't want you to flex anything. I don't want you to move anything. Just take your brain through it. And today we're going to have some isometrics, so you need to have your imagination up and running. Let's do that right now. Close your eyes. Start with the muscles in your forehead. Don't move them, but imagine what the connection is between your brain and those muscles. Give it a little electricity, give it a little activation. And there's plenty of electroencephalogram studies and functional MRI studies to show us when we focus on an area, the activation is very similar in intensity and location as when we actually do the movements. So if you ever have an injury too, you can think about this and just activate it with your imagination. You're going to get some recovery happening without being able to move if you're stuck in a cast or something like that. So muscles of the forehead, catalog it. Think about the eyebrow, the emotions you can create with the eyebrows. Send some electricity there. Then your eyes themselves, the closing and the opening. Don't do it, just think about it. Down to the nose. The muscles of the cheeks, feel the electricity from your brain, into the jaw, chewing muscles, down the sides, the front, and the back of the neck. Get that imagination flowing. The top of the traps where you would shrug your shoulders. The top of the delts where you'd raise your arms to the side. And let's go down the back now. Feel the space between your shoulder blades behind you, where you'd sit upright and create that good posture that we see Shenae already doing. Let's flow down the arms next. Bicep, triceps. Send some energy through your forearms. What would it feel like to wiggle your fingers and make a fist? Don't do the movement, just imagine it. Then we go up the arms and back to the trunk. Muscles of the chest. Now into the gut. This is where we're going to focus today. The six-pack abs right in front. What would it feel like to do a crunch right now? The muscles of the obliques, curving the spine into a C shape, left and right. The muscles of breathing, the internal and external intercostals. Big breath, small breath. The diaphragm. Now the deep abs. Try to check in with your internal organs. Make them wiggle a little bit. Center on the belly button, and then right below it. We're going to do a lot of focus on lower abs today, so put a lot of heat from your brain right below the midsection, right below the belly button. Do a quick check inside the hip joints, down the glutes, down the legs, front and back. Let the electricity flow through the calves. And then let it tickle the bottom of the foot. Give the toes a little wiggle. Open your eyes. Now we'll start to move. I'm going to show you from the side. I'm going to put my thumbs on my ribs. and my pinkies on my hip bones. We're going to look up and arch and try to make those two fingers go as far away from each other as possible. From the side, you'll see my back arching. Then we're going to crunch and roll and bring the two fingers as close to each other as possible. Open up again, big arch, open the ribs. You should feel here the lower back flexing. Crunch down, close it in the front. Now flex the gut, do extra flex. Open up, bring the points as far away as possible. Close it down, bring the points super close, and flex the gut, squeeze it. Maybe you don't hear yourself. Open up, arch, flex in, squeeze. Open up big, find the flexion, find the squeeze in the lower back. And then again to the abs, round, crunch. Try to get the ribs to touch the hips. Flex as hard as you can now. Open up, down, find the belly. And let go. Awesome. Now I know we're seated comfortably, but just to get our brain flowing, I want you to stand up. Play a little game first. Good. Oh, look at the pants. Amazing. I don't know, maybe I changed my mind. I think Shenae wins. I kind of want those. You'll have to let me know where to order. Now, sit down. Awesome, get back up again. Sit down again. Get up. Now we're going to sit down without putting the right hand on the floor. So the other three limbs are fair game. And back up with the same rules. And do it again. And back up. Good, now switching hands. Now the left hand is off limits, the right hand is fair game. Take a seat. And back up. And again, take a seat. And back up. Great. Now both hands are available. The right leg cannot touch the floor. Give it a shot. Nicely done. And back up. Again, same rules. And back up. Not bad. Now switch legs. The right leg is fair game. The left leg is off limits. And back up. Sit. Have some fun with it. Back up. Good. Now, the leg you're standing on, the right leg and the left hand, those are the only things that can touch the ground. The left leg and the right hand are off limits. So one leg, one hand. Take a seat. Nicely done. And back up. And if you're failing on these, it's all good. They're supposed to be difficult. Again. And back up. Now we'll switch. I'm going to stand on my left leg, and I'm going to use my right hand. Take a seat. Back up. Same rules. Take a seat. And back up. Two more variations, the awkward ones. Let's stand on the right leg. And we're going to use the right hand. So now it's the same side of the body. The left side is completely off limits. Good. Again. And back up. Awesome. Now the left side of the body is what we're using. Right side of the body is off limits. Try it twice. Be slow and careful. Ooh. The second time. heat it up. Take a seat again. Now we're getting to the ab work. Cool. The thing we just did, ribs to hips. We're gonna do it while lying down on our backs. So I'm here. Relax for a moment. Now, this would be level 1 of the deep ab sequence. So if this is a challenge, you're gonna stay here in the future sets. I'm gonna bring my ribs towards my hips, and in the process, I'm pressing my lower back into the ground. Your glutes might lift a little bit. Your pelvis might roll this way a little bit. That's probably a good thing. Let's all do that. We're gonna hold for 10 seconds. Press the lower back into the ground and hold. Gently feel the lower abs, the deep abs, giving some activation. If you want, you can press your fingers right inside the hip bones so you can feel what's working. That should be firm and on. And then relax. Once again, curl. Ribs towards the hips, pressing the lower back into the floor. Feel what's working. And relax back down, flatten out. Another time, ribs crunch, hips lift, the lower back presses into the floor, flex. Feel free to use your hands to confirm what's working. And relax now. Let's do it one more time. Lower back presses into the floor. You should really feel it flex. Use your imagination, turn on the isometrics. We're gonna hold a little extra for this one. For 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, relax. Good. The second series we'll be doing is involving the obliques, the twisting, and the side bending. So, real simple, the same position we were just in. All I'm gonna do, keeping my hips flat, keeping one leg solid where it is, I'm gonna let the other leg splay out. Real simple. We'll feel a little lower ab activation, a little bit in the sides, as we prevent the whole body from twisting. So let's start with the right leg. Let it splay out as far as you want. And bring it back into the center. Now the left leg, splay it out as far as you want to go. Prevent the whole pelvis from rolling, stay square, and come back in. The right leg, splay it out. Gently, slowly, preventing the twist, and come back in. The left leg, splay it out. And back in. Right leg, splay it out. Slowly and gently back in. And again, if you're recent after trauma, left leg, and back in. This might be intense for you. This might be a challenge. You might feel a little bit of acute discomfort. If you do, you're going to stay at this level. And back in as we go to subsequent rounds. Left leg out, and back in. And that's fine. Or maybe this is so easy for you and you can't wait to progress. Don't worry, I've got stuff for you if you're in that boat. Back in. Left leg out, preventing the twist of the pelvis. And back in. We should be flexing consciously. Right leg out. Do a little exaggerated belly flex. Back in. So that this develops a little burn. Left leg out. Back in. Right leg out. Back in. Left leg out. And back in. Very good. Cool. Moving to level 2 if you'd like. Otherwise, you're going to repeat level 1, which is simply just pressing the lower back into the ground. Now, the classic straight-legged leg lift. This gives a lot of people lower back discomfort. I'll show you a couple tricks that we can do to mitigate that situation. So, this is the move, you know it, straight leg lifts. Probably seen it in every ab routine you might find online. The issue is, if the lower back comes off the ground and we develop this arch
this lordosis. That's when we're going to have lower back compression. So we need to push the lower back into the ground. For me, that means not bringing my legs so low. Okay, so don't worry about getting to here. If you feel challenged here, where I do, we can stay right there. The other trick I'm going to use is take my two fists, put them at the bottom of my seat, bottom of the glutes. Put the legs up in the sky. Slowly descend with me until you feel appropriate ab challenge. Don't go so far that the lower back leaves the ground. We want to find that connection. There should be no airspace underneath the lower back. For me, it's right about there. Maybe you watch me go a little bit lower than me. That's great. But don't go so low that you lose lower back connection. And come back up. Good. Let's go low again. Maybe you go lower this time as you understand the move. I also like to lift my head. Helps me keep the roundness in my lower back. And come back up. And if you stop feeling ab work, and you start feeling only hip flexor work, it's probably because your lower back is arching. So check that. Keep the lower back pressed to the floor. Lower. And come back up. Now we're going to do it in tempo together. I'm going to count down 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it. 10, 9, 8, 7. Check that lower back. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly back up. 10, 9. Take the time. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. If you didn't feel that one in your lower abs, you gotta press that lower back into the ground some more. We're gonna do it again now. Set the legs up, get the fists where they need to be, and get ready to descend. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back up. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Down. 10, 9, 8, maybe lower. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. 10, 9. Lower back pressed in the ground. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back up. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Take the time. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Again. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold at the bottom. 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back up. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11. Smooth. 10, 9, 8. Don't rush. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now join me for 15 reps. I'm going to go all the way down and back up. Here we go. 15, up, 14, up. Keep that lower back connected. 13, up, 12. It's all about the lower back. 11, keep it touching. Down. 10, back up. 9, back up. 8, back up. 7, back up. 6, back up. 5, back up. 4, back up. 3, up. 2, up. Last one. Lift it. Now we're climbing that rope. Try to touch the laces. Left, then right. Left, right. Keep the legs in the sky. Right. With my right hand, I'm touching my left shoe. With my left hand, I'm touching my right shoe. And keep this moving. Once again, the lower back touching the ground. Get the legs as close to straight as possible. And keep reaching. Go. Reach, 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 reach. We're here for another 30 seconds. And then we'll get a little break. Reach. High as you can. Get the shoulders off the ground. Halfway through. Keep reaching. Try to keep the legs straight. Flex the quads. Get the hamstring stretch. Go. 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 Make it happen. Work. Last 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Very good. Come on up. Excellent.
Holy shit!
We should feel it for sure. If you're doing a good job of keeping the lower back pressed against the ground like this one should be on fire already. If you're not feeling it too much and it's all in the hip flexors, next time you come around, make sure we get the rounding. I want my shirt to fold in the front. I want to feel my my quarantine overeating right here. Back to the twist sequence. Once again, you can use the splay out if you want. If you want to go further, we're going to go further. I have my left leg out straight. I have my right leg crossed over. If that's too much of a stretch, you can keep it open cross. Whatever feels good. I'm going to cross over. Now, nice and tall. I'm going to twist to my right as far as I can. You may have done this in yoga or mat Pilates. Come back to the center. Now, let's open that leg up a little bit so it's a little further away from the body. This one's going to take some imagination on your part. Arms are straight. Twist again to the right. Drop the hands down a little bit. Twist back to the left until your forearm runs into the thigh. And now I'm pushing against that thigh as if I'm swinging a bat in that direction. And now we need isometric tension. So keep that press. I want you to create a mark in your thigh with the back of the forearm. And both hands twist as hard as you can. We're going to keep the tension for 20 seconds. Let's go. Push and hold. The right thigh is pushing out against the forearm. The left forearm is pushing firmly against that right thigh. We're creating this twist. Imagine swinging a bat and following through. And if this doesn't hurt already, you got to turn on more tension. You got to press a little bit harder. That direction of pressing. Another 10, 9, 8, 7, squeeze. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and let it go. Good. Switch legs. The left leg crosses over the right. Hands straight. Swing to the left. Drop the hands. Swing the bat the other direction. Bring the right forearm into the thigh. And push that direction with isometric tension. Take a big breath. And squeeze. Go. 20, 19, 18. You should feel this all the way up the ribs if you're flexing hard enough. 10, 9, push a little harder. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, relax. We're going to repeat on both sides. Cross the right leg over the left. Nice and tall. Hands are out straight. Prepare the back swing and follow through. Smash the left forearm into the right thigh. Isometric tension. Squeeze and twist. Push a little harder. This one's completely up to you. This can be the hardest thing you do today, or this can be no big deal. So ramp it up to where you feel appropriate. Give me another 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, flex a little harder. 4, 3, 2, relax. Good. Switch. Left leg over right. Arms out straight, nice and tall. Swing to the left, prepare the back swing. Swing to the right, let the forearm run into the thigh. And tension, go. 20. Flex a little harder. Find the fire. It's up to you. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, to the right, squeeze. 2, 1, relax. One more round per side, cross the right over the left. Get nice and tall, swing to the right, swing that back, run into the leg, flex. Both arms are working, go. The knee is pushing out, the arms are pushing in. You better chop hard with this one. Last round, flex it. Another 10, 9, 8, 7. Make yourself challenged. Make it difficult. Choose to put a lot of tension into this one. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, relax. Cross the left over the right for the final. Nice and tall. Swing out to the left. Bring it into the right and squeeze. Go. 19, 18, 17. Ooh. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Flex a little harder. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. Very good. Very good. Back to the deep abs. Now we're going to get closer and closer to the boat pose, which we'll be using at the end. So I'm going to make a ball, and I'm going to balance on my tailbone. My legs are off the ground. This might be a little uncomfortable on your seat, so feel free to double your mat up if you want, or add a little more cushion. Otherwise, we're in. I'm here. Let's let the hands go, and immediately you'll feel a little extra tension in the hip flexors. From the side, you can see I'm rounding my back once again. I don't want to be tall. I might feel some lower back compression. I want to get round. So if you do feel uncomfortable in the lower back, try to make the front of your shirt fold a little bit. Now the right leg goes out. The inside of the left shoe is going to press against the knee and squeeze the space together. Feel the inner thighs working. Here. Now we switch. The right shoe flex against the left knee and we squeeze. And switch again. Right leg straight. Switch again. Left leg straight. Flex. Inner thigh squeeze. Switch again. Right leg straight. Flex. Squeeze inside. Switch it. Left leg straight. Squeeze. Switch it again. Squeeze. Switch. Left leg straight. Squeeze. You should start to feel those lower abs. A little bit of hip flexor. Switch. Squeeze. Again, switch. Squeeze. Like a boa constrictor on the inner thighs. Flex. Switch. Squeeze. Switch again. Squeeze. Switch again. Squeeze. And switch. Starting to feel it. Squeeze. Switch again. Shenae, you feeling it? Switch. Squeeze. Inner thigh. Make a mark on the inside. Switch. Squeeze. We got a couple more. Switch. Squeeze. Inner thigh to inner thigh. Switch. Squeeze. Switch. The last 5. Switch. The last 4 and squeeze. Switch. Find the fire right now. Squeeze. Switch. Last 2. Squeeze. Switch. The last 1. Squeeze. Relax. High five. Amazing. Good. We're on the mat again, back to the twisting sequence. You can choose to stay at the previous level, or you can progress with us. Another one you've probably seen many different ways, many different times. I'm on my back. Let me show it first. I'm on my back. I have my elbows out to the sides, or even my straight arms to provide some good torque way out there. I'm going to bring my legs up. They can be straighter for more of a challenge, a little more bent for a little bit lighter experience. You choose, and it's a gradient in between. I'm going to now let my pelvis roll completely into the other side. So the shoulders should stay flush on the ground. The legs will teeter back and forth like a windmill. And what we're going to do is hold close to the bottom like Shenae's in right now. There it is. Yep, we're going to hold right there together for 20 seconds per side. So this will be like a twisting isometric. Very similar to this thing that we just did. But now we're letting the gravity of the legs do the work for us. So we'll start with repetitions, left and right. I'll talk us through it. Then we're going to hold. And the straighter your legs are, the more weight it'll be, the more resistance you'll have, more of a challenge. So no shame on keeping the legs completely bent. They can be straight if you want a little more advanced. I've got my arms out like Shenae's already doing. Legs are straight. Let's go to the left. And back up. And to the right, get low, as low as you want to go. And back up. To the left. Ooh. And back up. To the right. And feel the entire left side of the torso getting a stretch up the ribs. And back to the center. And to the left. Now feel the right side of the gut. Get that good stretch. And back up. To the right. Feel free to bend the knees if you want less weight. And back up. To the left. Other than that, though, I dare you to keep the legs straight. And back up. To the right. And back up. To the left. And up. To the right. And up. To the left. And then we're going to do the hold after this. Back up. To the right. See how close you can get the legs to the ground and hover. Don't let the thighs touch the ground. We want airspace. Hold it right there. The right arm should be pushing firmly against the ground. And keep that flexed. Left side of your torso, left side of the gut is working right now. The legs are hovering. Don't let them surrender to the ground. Hold for another 10. 9. Maybe closer to the floor with the feet. 8. 7. Right arm is working. 5. 4. Stay strong. 2. And back up. Here we go. Same hold on the left side. Let the legs fall to the left. The left arm is pressing firmly on the ground. Don't let the thighs hit the ground. Just the tip of the hip. Hold. If your legs are straight and it's not a big challenge, bring the legs higher. Try to get the toes up to the palm. Hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, back up. Once more per side. Make sure you find the challenge. Don't just do the movement, but make the little modifications you need to make it the appropriate difficulty. To the right, get low, hold it. Again, if your legs are straight, it's no big deal. Bring the legs up, and then open them up. Hold. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and up. Last one of these to the left side. Go. If the legs are straight, bring them up a little and open them. Keep that left thigh off the ground. Let it float. Left arm is firm pressed against the ground. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and back up. Woo. Very nice. We'll put a little heat on that one. Now I'm on my side. I'm going to cradle my head and neck like so, with the underneath arm. The legs will come in front just a little bit. It's going to lift while I crunch towards the foot with my elbow. We're going to make this C with the spine. Very simple. You've probably done a variation like this before. These lying side crunches. But let's make sure we don't just bring the elbow to the leg, but we curve the entire spine up to the leg. Follow me. Let's go. 30, 29, 28, 27, 26, 25, 24, 23, 22, 21, 20, 19. Make sure we're breathing. 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11. Reach for it. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Curve that spine. 4, 3. Nice. 2. And relax immediately to that other side. Flip around. I've got my legs a little bit in front. I'm going to lift it up, cradle my head and neck. Bring the spine into that C shape by crunching up. Here we go. Lift, down. 29, down. 28, down. 27, 26, 25, 24, 23, 22, 21, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, let's go. 10, make that C shape. 9, 8, 7, lift the torso. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. Good. Nice work on the side of the body. Whew. Those holds are kind of difficult. Alright, moving along. Back to the deep abs. We're going to use that boat posture once more. So if it was uncomfortable on the lower back, just stick to the leg lifts that we've already done. Alright, but if you're ready to progress, we're going to move into reps in the boat pose from yoga. So I'm starting in that ball with my legs balanced, right on the tailbone. When I'm ready, I'm going to let the hands go. I'm going to slowly extend my legs out as far as I want to go. Maybe you can go to straight legs. And then we come back in, and if you need a little break, you're going to capture the legs again, but stay balanced. Out to straight, come back in, capture if you want. Let's all get that tailbone balance first with the hands. And if you want the more advanced version, we're going to let go for the whole time. If you want a little help, just grab them every time they come back to your chest. Here we go, legs straight, find the boat pose with the curved back and come back in. Capture if you want. Number 2, go. And back in. 3, extend. Back in. 4, out. Back in. Curved spine. 5, out. Back in. 6, come out. Back in. 7, extend. Oh. And in. 8, extend out. And back in. 9, go for it. And come back. 10, extend. And back. Now we'll count down. 10. And back in. 9, extend the legs as straight as you want. and back in. 8, you should feel the slow tempo is a little more challenging, and back in than would otherwise be if we went fast. 7, and back in. 6, woo, and back in. 5, oh yeah, and back in. 4, back in. 3, back in. They're getting slower. 2, back in. Last one, we're gonna hold it. Find your spot. Let's go. Right there. 20 seconds on the clock. I dare you. If you need a break, take it. If you're about to surrender, just try to bend the knees first to stay in the balance. That's 10 seconds. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, relax. Wow, wow. That one is tricky. Shenae, where do you feel it?
Where did I feel it?
Yeah.
I feel it like low, like where my C-section scars.
That's perfect. Yeah, that's exactly where we want. You might feel a little bit high too. Anywhere in the center is good. But beware, if you feel mostly in the hip flexors, next time we do this, you need a little more of this rounding that you saw Shenae doing so well from the side view. So I realize in a lot of yoga that I've done, the boat is presented in a way with that tall spine. So to get more explicit ab tension where we want it to be today, we need some of this.
Okay.
All right, so just keep that in mind. There isn't one that's better than the other style, but when we're talking about getting that activation like you just felt, the rounding helps quite a bit.
Yeah.
Very cool.
I've a lot of that. I'm so used to them, like pulling my shoulders back.
Totally. And those are all good things. We need to have those skills, and that coordination, obviously, comes in handy with good posture, a lot of other movements that we might do. But we can put that aside sometimes to help us get the right ab activation that we're looking for. All right, there's a tool for every job. Poor upper body posture is a good tool to get this boat pose feeling nice and comfortable. Yes, wonderful. Okay, so now we're almost ready for that final variation. Let's go back to the twisting series. Now we're planking, and I'm gonna plank with super wide legs, all right? I'm gonna flip around actually to show you what I'm doing with my legs. Of course, there are 4 limbs in the plank. We're gonna lift one at a time and do a little hold with each one in the air. I'll do a quick show and then I'll guide us all do it together. So I want regular arm width, but nice and wide legs here. That'll help, yeah. So when I lift my legs, the goal is to not bring it in, but keep it wide. When the arms lift, same thing, keep the arms wide. All right, so let's get ready for that. Get in a position where the plank is comfortable. I ideally like you to turn your fingers out a little bit. Turn the fingers out. The shoulders prefer that type of compression. So shoulder blades back, fingers out. Let's set up a plank with regular hand placement, but extra wide leg placement. We're gonna start first by lifting the left leg. Try not to let it get any narrower. Just let it hover right above where it was and lift. Go. 10, 9, you'll feel a lot of pressure in the left hand. 7, 6, 5, and I'm shaking. 4, 3, 2, and drop. Now the right leg lifts right above where it is. Don't let it come into the center. Lift. 9, 8, 7, wider. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now let's lift the left arm. Bring it right to the shoulder. 10,
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now lift the right arm. Try not to turn the body. Keep it square. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Again, left leg, let it hover. Up. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Hang in there. 4, 3, 2, 1. And lift the right leg. Up. 9, 8. Keep it wide. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Lift the right arm. Up. 10. 9, 8, 7, 6. Prevent the twist. Stay square. 4, 3, 2. Left arm up. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Drop. One more time through. Lift the right leg up. 9, 8, 7. Keep it wide. 5, 4, 3, 2. Relax. Left leg up. 9, 8. I'm trying not to count faster. 5, 4, 3, 2. I really want to. Right arm is up. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Left arm lift. Last one of these. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Drop that left hip down to the floor. 4, 3, 2. Relax. Whew. Spicy plank.
I thought I might have died there, but I'm alive.
Great job.
Well,
Quarantine elbow bump. Amazing. Okay, so now we're ready for that pinnacle skill we were talking about. First one, we'll do deep abs. Then, of course, the twisty stuff. So, finally, we need our thing, whatever that thing is. Finally. All right, this one will take a little imagination, and you're gonna have to choose, like all of these, you're gonna have to choose to make it challenging for yourself. Real easy with all these, just to get through the movements. I guess that's like a general philosophy too. You can always just go through the motion and get through things. It might look the same as if you were trying super hard to progress, getting after it, trying to learn more about the things you do every day. So let's choose the latter right now with this. It might look exactly the same, the two different options, but let's try to find the challenge, because that's what we're here to do, right? Take the thing. Okay, so simple. The way you're sitting right now, with the legs out straight, kind of to prepare for the boat pose, I'm gonna put that water right between my feet, standing up, okay? So I know the distance is reachable for my legs. I'm gonna go up into this balance again. Hands free, I'm gonna reach out. With my instep, I'm gonna grab that object, pick it up, bring it into myself. Grab it, all while bouncing. Around back, place it again, and here's the hard part. Try to go at least as far as where it started, and we want to get it to stand without letting the heels touch the ground. And grab the knees. That's a rep. All right. The hardest part is getting it to stand again. You'll probably drop it a few times, so go ahead and reset. It's all good. I'm going to set 1 minute timer. And we're just going to play with it for 1 minute. Try to keep your heels off the ground for the entire minute. You're going to go at your own pace, but every rep you do successfully, try to place the bottle further and further and further away. You ready?
yeah.
Let's do it. Timer's on. 1 minute.
Have some fun. Grab that bottle, bring it in, grab it with the hand around the back, place it in the instep, and reach way far out. Get it to stand. And grab the knees for a break. Grab it again. My second rep, maybe you're ahead of me, maybe you're behind me, it's all good. Just have some fun with this one. And I love this type of stuff where we're focused on a task. So I'm not even thinking about the time on the timer right now. Woo, back in, around the back, in the instep, and reach out. And you know what, we've already got a minute done, so we're just gonna do 2 minutes. Might as well, right? Keep going. 1 more minute of work, have some fun. And that's the beauty of this. If we did a 1-minute boat, I'd already be toast. But this keeps my attention in the game a little bit. So try to find these little tasks. Woo! Further away, Shenae. Try to go further away. Ugh. Almost there. We got 20 seconds left. And then you've gotten yourself through a 2-minute tailbone balance. And hopefully you had a little fun along the way. 10 seconds left. Stick with me. Got time for another rep, another full cycle. 5 seconds. And relax. You did it. Excellent. And totally not about the weight at all of this thing. It's just carrying an object and keeping it balanced. So this could be an empty bottle. Sometimes in the gym we use light dumbbells and get them to stand up. 1 move left. Shall we? So you may have done the awkward airplane in yoga. It's basically a tabletop, 1 arm out to the side, 1 leg out to the side at the same time. We're gonna do it from a full straight arm plank. So a 1 arm, 1 leg plank with the limbs turned out to the sides. Looks like we're having a little bit of technical stuff. Hang on with me. Hang on. Get me back in there. I'm trying. Are we in? Help. There we go. Yes. It's working. Hang on with me. Okay, cool. Hey, we're back. All right. I thought you quit on me for the last move.
I kept on you by us.
I'm gonna get a little bit closer because this one's strange. Set up the, let me show you actually. We'll set up the plank here. Now, I'm gonna lift a leg and then the opposite arm. And you might immediately fall. That's all good, just catch yourself. So, up, lift the right leg, the left arm, and then the last strange thing we'll do, check me out, is go out to the side and out to the side. And you're gonna wobble. You're gonna wobble like crazy. I'm gonna count 15 seconds and we'll see what we can do. Expect a lot of turbulence and just get back in it and be ready to catch yourself when you fall, because it will happen. Come on up to the plank. Lift the right leg. Slowly lift the left arm. Now, if you've gotten that far, the left arm out to the side. The right leg out to the side. Whoa. Hold for 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, relax.
Oh. You should feel a little ridiculous. I hope you do. Last thing is the other side. We had a great workout. Let's finish with some fun. And if you fail, it's a good thing. We all need a little humility. You saw me wobbling. Left leg up. Right arm up. Whoa. That's a fail. If you're ready, right arm to the side. Left leg to the side. For the final 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7. Keep steering. 5, 4, 3, 2. Relax. All right. It's awkward, right?
Oh my God, you're trying to do exercise, but you're adding this nice and skinny side of your ass.
You're doing it right then, if that's what you feel. Oh, very nice work. Grab a sip. We're going to do 2 stretches. The first one, take your right arm, reach as high as you can go. Good. Now reach across the front of the body and give yourself a couple of these. Nice work. Very good. Very good. The second thing, we did all that work on the front side, the hip flexors, everything's tight. Now that we're finished, we can do a nice static stretch in the rectus abdominis. That's going to be a Sphinx or a Cobra pose or some variation in the middle of those two. You definitely choose. Another one that can kind of cause a little discomfort in the lower back for some people. Our trick is to start with the Superman pose and then keep the lower back and the glute tension that was necessary to create that, and then add the arm push. So the entire time, the back is supported by a muscle flex instead of just moving passively into the Cobra. So, looks like you agree with this one, Shenae?
Yeah.
Definitely a nice approach. So on your belly first. And I'm going to put my thumbs right by my armpits, first of all. And then that lifts, and so do my legs. And I'm just going to, for a moment, study the tension on the back side of my body. I've definitely got lower back working, glutes, a little bit of the hamstrings. And we keep that flex as we push against the floor. Keep the flex on the back side, keep the flex on the glutes, squeeze the glutes together, and come into this nice Cobra, where we should feel a little bit of stretch up the front side of the body. But don't you dare let go of that flex on the back side of the body. Take a big inhale, and on the inhale, you can feel a deeper stretch because the lungs have to go somewhere. It's going to lengthen the muscles even further. We'll stay here for another 10, 9, 8, 7, big inhales. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. Awesome. You did it.
Oh my God. That was so good.
Oh, you liked it?
That was really good.
Awesome.
Really good. Thank you so much.
My pleasure. Thanks for doing it.
So, just a reminder to everybody who's actually tough enough to stick this out and do it with us. Hunter's doing live workouts on his YouTube channel every day, right?
Yeah.
Every day this week?
Yeah.
So every day, 1 p.m. Pacific time. Your handle is HSJ Active.
HJS active, yeah.
Yeah, HJS Active on and you'll link to your YouTube and whatever.
Absolutely. Yep. So we've got that. Shenae and Josh are so kind to help us get this going. When we were open, obviously our mission was to just get as much good into as many people's lives as possible. Right now, we can't see our normal clients, which is not fun, but we're taking this opportunity right now to get digital. Oh, hi, Bowie. Hi.
Yeah, definitely. Hunter was like so busy. Josh would go and work out at his gym like 3 days a week. Did you go?
Yeah, every morning at 6.
Yeah, every morning at 6 a.m. And obviously with all the gyms closing now, like it's so crazy. So you're really smart to be moving it digital, and I think everyone's like desperate to get off their ass and like do something.
Yeah,
you know?
no kidding.
So oh, Josh says talk about your app.
Oh, yes. So we've been developing something really great. I kind of tried to replace my own thought process and put it in a mobile device. So every way I would make routines for you at home, custom for your skill set, your equipment set. You can see today that we're enjoying using household objects, and the app does that as well. So right now it's in beta. It should be public for all of you within the next 48 hours on the App Store. However, if you want free beta access until that happens, so probably today, tomorrow, the next day, hit me in the DMs with your email address, your first and last name, and I am more than happy to give that out for free right now. Because of what's going on, we realize kind of best to put business aside and just treat it as a tool for public good right now. So if you're watching this, if you enjoyed the style, maybe you have no equipment, maybe you have a full home gym or anything in between, let me know. DM me on Instagram, HJSActive, and I will add you via email to the beta test list. You can have it for free right now on your iPhone.
That's amazing. Oh, I can do it. Yeah, hold on. Let me just make sure. DM for free access to.
I'm feeling that one. I don't know about you guys.
Oh my God. It was good. Because I've just been going through the motions of my workout so much, and that's why I was like, oh, I'll do abs. Because like abs I find to be like my easy day.
Right.
Not even a little bit. Okay.
I'm happy to provide.
Well, thank you so much.
Thank you. Appreciate you.
Yeah, I'm so happy for you, and you're so awesome and talented, and for people to be able to have you in their homes right now, I think it's amazing. So.
Thanks a lot. And if there's anything else we can do as just me as an individual or an organization, reach out and let us know, fitness related or not. You know, we're just trying to do our part right now.
You're awesome. Say bye.
Bye.
Oh, sorry. You do. Bye.
Bye, Mike.
See ya. Love you all. Thanks a lot. Bye. Cool. Thanks for hanging with me, YouTubers. Brutal but great. Yeah, Nassim, I agree for sure. That was nasty. You can blame Shenae because obviously we had the extra reach. I had to make it a little saucy, a little more saucy than usual. Hopefully you guys appreciated it. And tomorrow, 1 p.m. I have no idea what we're doing yet, but expect it to follow some rational progression based on what we did the past couple days. I see Nassim and Jeff. Thanks for chiming in on the comments. Anybody else? Holler at me. Let me know. We're going to keep having fun with this. And I expect you to keep having fun with the rest of your day. So do something ridiculous. Do something productive or not productive. Something, though. Something. Do I have any suggestions? Ooh, puzzles. Or go outside. Actually, the air is pretty amazing right now without all the traffic piping smog into the LA abyss. So take a walk, take a hike, as long as it's some distance from other people. And thanks for staying with me right here. And thanks for all the support. Love you guys. I'll see you tomorrow, 1 p.m. Blessed.